Hello and welcome to another episode of the Kid Stories Podcast. I'm Phil Bechtel. Let's get into some shout-outs. Liam from Vancouver Island, Canada just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Liam. I hope for your birthday you get a pet growth potion so your pets can all grow to the size of a horse, and a Midas touch glove that turns anything you touch to gold, and a pencil that forces people to write the truth, and a big bucket of goofballs. Liam, I think if you were a character on the podcast, you'd be a space scavenger who comes across an incredibly valuable artifact, and then a big group of evil robots tries to hunt you down and take it. Thanks for listening, Liam. Today's episode is titled, The Scavengers. Liam and Nathan maneuvered their spacecraft through the debris field, their eyes scanning the wreckage for anything of value. The brothers had been scavenging for years, and their skills were second to none. They worked in perfect sync, with Liam piloting the craft while Nathan operated the grabber arms. "Looks like slim pickings today," Liam said, his brow furrowed in concentration. "We'll find something," Nathan replied, his optimism unwavering. "We always do." "Yeah, but we've picked over this ancient battlefield once before," Liam said. "Most scavengers have. I think this place is all tapped out. There's nothing here." And just as he finished that sentence, they saw something. A piece of debris looked like it had been cracked apart. The large metal crate now floated through space with its lid partially open, but the contents inside hadn't floated away yet. "Jackpot," Nathan said. "Probably floated into something and cracked it open. Let's check it out." The grabber arms clutched the broken crate and hauled it into the inventory bay of their ship. They left their controls and rushed to the bay as the outer doors clamped shut. The two brothers looked down into the crate and saw that the entire thing had been welded shut. So while the lid was open, there was another cover. "Whatever's in there, they sure didn't want anyone to find it," Nathan said. "You think it's just a bunch of cheese balls?" Liam grabbed a welding torch and pressed the white-hot flame along the edges of the crate. Soon the lid was loose, and Nathan used a crowbar to pop it off. The sheet metal cover flipped through the air and clanged to the ground. Nathan and Liam stood over the crate and wondered at the contents. "No way," said Liam. "No way," repeated Nathan. Wedged tight in a custom case inside this crate was the quantum core. It was a glass sphere emitting a pale yellow light. The outer shell was shiny, and if you squinted, you could see the thin little yellow sliver within. The ember of a dead star, kept safe in this protective sphere and capable of producing a nearly unlimited amount of energy. I didn't even think this was real," said Liam. Many people had heard and repeated the stories of the quantum core. Created at the edge of the universe by a team of rogue genius scientists before the whole project went wrong and everything ended up space dust after a big explosion. But it was long lost for centuries at this point, and many people believed it to be a myth. "Well, it's real," said Nathan. The brothers looked at each other. "Is there still a bounty for this?" Nathan asked. They pulled out their data slates and began tapping. At the same time, a figure showed on their screens. 1 billion credits. "1 billion credits?" Liam said. "Are you kidding me? Does Blackstar even have 1 billion credits?" Yeah, probably. They're a nearly invincible army of evil robots determined to take over the galaxy, so they've probably got 1 billion credits laying around," said Nathan. "So, we sell it to Blackstar?" asked Liam. It sounded wrong. Doing anything to help Blackstar sounded wrong. They were a growing faction of evil robots that had been attacking human and alien armies all across the galaxy. When the Blackstar robots initially revolted against the Blackstar Robotics Corporation and took over the factory, they offered a 1 billion credit bounty for the quantum core. The device could power all their robots for centuries. "Yeah, it sounds wrong to help Blackstar," said Nathan. "But 1 billion credits is 1 billion credits." Before the brothers could continue debating the pros and cons of selling to Blackstar, their data slates buzzed and lit up. They were receiving a communication from Blackstar. "What? How did they? Blackstar shouldn't even know we exist!" Liam shouted. They both looked down at the crate, and the realization hit them at the same time. The case! they said in unison. The case must have been containing the signature beacon of the quantum core, so it was hidden from long-range scanners. Liam finished the thought. So Blackstar's long-range scanners picked up the quantum core's signature and they realized that our ship was the only one in the area, so they figured, they know we have it, said Liam. The brothers realized this was a bad thing. Blackstar would stop at nothing to get the core. Stuff it back in that crate to hide its signal, said Nathan. I'll take the Blackstar call and... You stuff it back into the crate and I'll take the call, said Liam, annoyed his brother was trying to take over. I cracked it open, you weld it shut. Nathan rolled his eyes. Fine, hurry up, he said. You hurry up, Liam snapped back. Liam ran to the bridge and took the call in front of their view screen. He clicked the screen's Accept Call button, and the figure of a black robot appeared. The robot had an oval head, and like many of the Blackstar robots' images were painted in white paint on its head. This robot had images of teeth painted at the top and bottom of its robot face, as if its entire head were a mouth. We have received signal proof of the quantum core. We know you have it, the robot said in a strange metallic voice. Oh, yeah, the core. Yeah, sure, we've got it, I guess, said Liam. Do you have the billion credit bounty? The glowing eyes of the robot changed color slightly and flickered, as if it were thinking. The bounty stands. We will be there shortly to remit payment and take the core. We will... Liam cut off the robot. Actually, we've got business on Rifa. We were headed there after this. We'll meet you there in 4 days. Love you, bye. Without waiting for a response, Liam clicked off the call. Nathan walked in just in time to hear the end of it. Did you just say love you to that Blackstar bot? Asked Nathan. Yeah, so what? I was nervous, explained Liam. And why did you tell him Rifa in 4 days? Nathan asked. We can get there in 2. Yeah, but based on their location listed in the call log, it'll take them 4 days, and that'll give us time to get ready, said Liam. Any more questions? Nathan just rolled his eyes. The two brothers set course and readied the ship for a journey to Rifa. They started out the day just a couple scavengers eking out a living selling junk. Now they were on the radar of the most powerful and evil faction in the galaxy, in possession of the quantum core, and wondering how they were going to make it out of this mess in one piece. The end. Thanks for listening, friends. The website is kidstoriespodcast.com. Send all your drawings and things to kidstoriespodcast@gmail.com. Adios.